Collectiv brings a ton of value to its data implementation services. First off, we have consultants on the team that have been in this industry. They've seen everything from on-premise tools to the cloud type tools that we're dealing with inside of Azure. So they have that experience, they have that expertise. But coupled with that, they also have the strategy and the know-how to how to properly roll out a proper data stack implementation. So when you combine those two things, you're sure to be set up with a successful implementation. Data stack implementation could sound a little confusing, but essentially it's if you're wanting to store data, if you're looking to move data, if you've heard of terms like ETL, extract, transform, load, those are all types of data stack implementations. This can be done with SQL databases that are stored on a physical machine on premise, or it could be Azure SQL databases, stuff that's in the cloud. There's so many different options when it comes to data stack implementation. It just doesn't fit one mold. It can be a variety of things. There's a lot of challenges enterprise teams need to overcome when doing a data stack implementation. I think, in my honest opinion, is having a proper plan in place and knowing exactly which piece to do first. So if we're just deploying a simple database, well, that's simple. But if we need to do a lot of ETL work, that extract, transform, and loading piece, and what tools are we going to use, like Azure Data Factory, we're using Azure Databricks, or we're using some other, advanced ETL tool. It's really about having that final plan of how you want to execute this full data stack implementation. Because without that, things can kind of be disorganized and you're starting with one piece, but then you got another piece over here. And if you don't have a clear plan, you're really going to come up with a messy end product. When we're rolling out a data stack implementation, architecting the right solution is key. In order to do that, you have to have technical expertise in the field, meaning how do things connect to each other? What are the ETL tools I should be using or shouldn't be using? How do I want to store my data? Does this need to end up in an SQL database? Does it need to be a data warehouse? What are all the different types of things we need to do in order to make a successful project? Here at Collectiv, we help our clients with data stack implementations by simply bringing to the table our deep experience and expertise in the products. So we've done this with hundreds of clients. We've rolled out a ton of data warehouses. We've rolled out a bunch of different ETL tools. So our technical experience on our team is what allows us to really architect that solution. But then once it's architected, get in there and actually do the implementation itself and all the nuts and bolts of everything inside of that implementation. At the end of the day, you have to make the decision of what tool and what data source you want to be using, whether that's Azure, whether that's Amazon, Google, any other type of tool out there. But if you have decided that the Azure Data Stack is what you're looking for, Collectiv is the firm to help you.